Hey, what's up you guys? We are here in the beautiful GCW arena, and what we're gonna be doing today is a little roster video for GCW Live and GCW Extreme, because what we have coming up is the GCW draft, and I'm gonna be announcing kind of the details of that after we go through the rosters really quick. I don't want to go through each and every single wrestler. We're just gonna give you like a quick overlook here, because otherwise it's just gonna take way too long. And just so you're kind of ready for the GCW draft that we have coming up between GCW Live and GCW Extreme. So at GCW Extreme, you guys can see, is kind of the like smaller roster, because we just do like match by match. We don't do full shows, because if we would do full shows on GCW Extreme 2, I think I would go absolutely crazy, because I would have not time for anything else other than filming. And we already put so much time into GCW, and otherwise this is just not possible to maintain here. So we do the matches one by one, which I think is fine for GCW Extreme. And we got the current champion Lars Sullivan, we got Roman, we got The Fiend, we got Darby Allin, who I do know you guys want to see used better. Pretty much what I'm waiting on is for the AEW Jazzwares Darby Allin figure, because this one here is kind of tall if you like put it next to The Fiend or whatever, because I think it's not really possible to make a better Darby Allin size-wise with Mattel parts. So we can just hope that Jazzwares is not going to make Darby Allin this tall for whatever reason, because they seem to be having size issues lately. So I do hope the Darby Allin from Jazzwares will be right size and will have decent joints on it, and then we will have some amazing matches with Darby down the line, I think, because he's a guy that I love to watch and would definitely love to utilize more on GCW Extreme. Strowman and Ciampa Gargano, who always go crazy, and here's kind of the rest of the roster. Like I said, a small roster, but they could be doing some games during the GCW draft. So, and now onto the GCW Live side of things. And you know, this has been the GCW show that we've been doing since 2012. You know, back in the day, just a regular pick fed with the music in the background, but nowadays we adjusted, and you know, we have the commentary. I think the sound effects I have now on a level that's very, very high. You know, we get even like when they run over the mat, we get the sound effects for that and make it look very realistic. And I'm always trying to add to my sound effect library to make stuff even more realistic. And I think we are doing pretty well right now with the sound effects. I'm pretty happy about that. And you know, with the commentary, we can always add like to the match. That is something that I really like. You know, you can add a backstory, you know, add to the storylines, which you could never do when you just had music playing in the background. So this is why I really do enjoy this new style, even though it takes a lot more work, you know, editing everything in, the sound effects, do the commentary and stuff like that, especially because it's not that easy for me, because, you know, English is just my second language. So, you know, it's not that easy to do, but I try my best to do so. And here we have the roster that I wanted to get into. We got Lesnar as the champion since WrestleMania, beat Kenny Omega, obviously. And if you haven't watched all the parts of Armageddon that are up, I highly suggest you guys to do that first, because there will be spoilers in this video. So go back to watching those now, because now I'm going to talk about that Lesnar and Walter is going to happen at Armageddon. Walter won the 4-way, and he's going to challenge Brock for the championship. Super excited about that. Should be a great match. Bringing in Walter was actually something I did not plan ahead too far, but I'm so happy. He's pretty much one of my favorite guys to use right now, so very happy to have that. Also very happy on how the Jeff Hardy turn planned out this year. You know, Hardy turned on The Undertaker at WrestleMania, went on to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, and is now one of the biggest heels on a GCW. You know, I always wanted to do his TNA heel run in like a in GCW. So I'm very happy that we finally got to that. And yeah, he now can cash in for the GCW Championship at any time. So that is pretty cool. We got Seth Rollins, who also I'm very happy about what we did with him this year. He became the Messiah and has been the best he has ever been in GCW, I must say. And the Disciples, Viscera and JTM, I think, looking back with JTM into GCW history, it just made a lot of sense to have JTM align with him. And then Viscera, I kind of brought in instead of the Authors of Pain. You know, you could have brought in the Authors of Pain because they were real life disciples of Seth. But Viscera, man, I think it just fits very well. And you know, I get comments sometimes that he is dead, but you know, we have his action figures. Like, these action figures are not moving around by themselves. It's not that real. So you know, you can still use an action figure of a guy that has passed away. I actually don't think that is a big deal. I'm sure the performer would not mind to live on in some people's action figure fads. I actually think they wouldn't give a shit. So whatever. We have Jon Moxley. This figure I just recently got, and the figure looks wise, it is so good, man. But the problem is it's very tall, as you guys can see, and straight out of the box it's like loose. So I don't know. I really hope that AEW Jazzwares gets their stuff together and make some better figures for us moving forward, because they just look so good. But then, you know, the joints and now the size issues, they kind of blow. So I do hope that gets fixed pretty soon here, maybe even with Series 3. Back there we got the Holy Emperor Taichi, who made his debut. Awesome custom figure with all the accessories, pretty much the perfect Taichi. Very happy to have him in, now aligned with Zack. Suzuki, I kind of am thinking still to put Suzuki with them as well. But Suzuki is a guy that really doesn't translate well into the pick fed, because, you know, he works off his like face mannerisms and stuff like that, and you know, that doesn't translate into a pick fed. Cruiserweight champion Ospreay, tag champs Cena and Orton. We got Liger, which is such a great figure. I would highly recommend anyone to buy that one. Very great to pose, and also doesn't get loose or anything. Great figure from Storm Collectibles right there. And just a little overview, maybe in the description down below I may have put the full list of the rosters. And now you can also let me know, you see the full rosters here, which would be like a dream match that you feel like you have to see on GCW Live or GCW Extreme. Let me know in the comment section down below. And you never know, I always do listen to comments. Maybe we'll do the match you suggested down the line here on GCW. And into the draft, we're gonna be doing the draft coming up after Armageddon. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a full show yet, or if we're gonna just have one match, like a 5-on-5 Survivor Series style match. 5 superstars from GCW Live, 5 from GCW Extreme, and then the winning team would be able to pick superstars from the other brand to come over. So I think they did that in the draft back in the day. Like, you would have a guy from SmackDown face a guy from Raw, and then whoever wins the match can get a draft pick for his brand. So I think that would be kind of cool. I think this is what we're going to be doing for the draft. Let me know if you want to see like a full show, or if you would be like happy with like a 5-on-5 Team GCW Live versus Team GCW Extreme match in the comment section down below. But that wraps it up here for today's video. By the way, that Nakamura, the Chase version, that is a very great figure. I just got that recently, and it needed to be set because I think it's way better than the regular version. Because that's kind of like a SmackDown version, which is like hard to use in your pick fed. But this one, very beautiful Nakamura figure, man. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the video. Hope you did enjoy, and definitely make sure to let me know if you want to see the 5-on-5 match and some dream matches you want to see down the line in GCW. So Thanks for joining me here today for the video, and I'll catch you all at Armageddon very soon.